Here comes the boy. Yeah, I think we made that joke last week as well. We make that joke a lot. Anyway, time.
Oh boy.
Time to begin the final chapter. So, I'll talk about it after the cutscene, because we're going to have a lot of walking to do here at the start of this part. So,
Yes, very good.
Chloe, this way. Oh, look who it is.
Oh, it's Chloe.
We're finally off the Arab scenic route. What should we do now? Please, exit onto the Royal Avenue from here and head to Grancel. I've seen that meme with Spiel. I've seen the Spiel one as well. Spiel is just a round boy. Does nothing wrong. My men are causing enough diversion that security should be stretched pretty thinly. If everything looks okay, you keep on to the Bracer Guild without getting spotted. I understand. Oh, but what about you? I'll hold the enemy off here. I should be able to buy you a little extra time. No, you can't. I can't go on my own. I'll fight at your side. We all have something to protect.
No, Lieutenant Schwartz.
What? That's just a funny way to say that. That's just like, no! For my convictions and my duty, and most importantly for you, my lady. Forgive my impudence, but you are of paramount importance to me. I will guard you with my life, and I ask only that you remember me as your friend and confidant. I understand, Julia, but please promise me you won't do anything reckless, and that we'll meet again in better circumstances and take tea with my grandmother. I'll bake for you. I'll try a new recipe and bake you something sweet and delicious. I look forward to it. Now please hurry. Sieg, look after her for me. Well now, they finally caught up. Oh boy.
Oh, good God.
That's a lot of them. 3 men and 5 dogs. I think you underestimate me. As he taught me how to wield a blade, the time has come to As he taught me how to wield a blade, the time to truly use it has come. I, Julius Wars, commander of the Royal Guardsmen, will not yield. Run, Chloe. Sieg. I'll be alright. I want you to go back and see Julia. I can't bear just to leave her. Scree! Thank you. It's just like she said. Security is much lighter this way. I have to get to the Bracer Guild and quickly. And it started to rain.
Oh man, it's raining.
Rain? Is it now around when Estelle and Joshua are supposed to arrive in town? Birds are cool, dog. That is a good bird. It can't be. Oh, shit.
Oh, God.
And we know who's aboard that thing. The Intelligence Division Special Ops Vessel. They're actually operating in broad daylight? Oh. Why? Fancy meeting you here. Chloe Rhines, enrolled in the...
bastard.
I don't... Yeah, accurate. The way the drop looked, it looked like so nicely photoshopped to crap. Yeah, I could see that. Enrolled in the Social Studies program at Genis Royal Academy. If I could have a quick word with you. Wow! That's a way to open a chapter.
You bastard. You get the hell away from her.
My man just said, hey, fuck this. Oh, boy.
Oh, God. He's back.
He's back in our lives!
A dark cloud looms over the royal city, and yea, it signals a passion most black. But so fascinating a shade of black it seems.
They got the whole fucking Metal Gear. You are such an idiot. By the way, this character is also voiced by, when you start hearing his voice lines, he's also voiced by Patrick Steins.
Oh, nice. Am I perchance dreaming? $100,000 wine. You, my boon companion. Have you come all this way, all the long roads from the imperial capital, just to see me? How delicious. On what wing did you fly hither?
Wind? What are you talking about? I'm here because I've had to follow your stupid ass all over Adios's damn creation. Do you have any idea how much time this has cost me?
Please, my dear, don't hide behind such base profanities. Your lips spit venom, but the fire in your eyes show the depths of worry that drove you onward to my side. Love, it is truly blind.
That doesn't even make...
No more words, dear Mueller. Fly. Fly to my embrace.
By the way, it's Muller.
Oh, Muller?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, got it, Muller.
Yeah, it's pronounced Muller. I came here because I'm trying to bring you information that you asked for. But I'm guessing you'd rather hug than talk.
Lo, I am hoist with my own petard. Very well, let us talk.
Yes, like sane people.
As you wish.
This part, I'm about when I click this X. When I click this X button, you are going to die.
Him.
Kate, you gonna read it?
What news, my lord? Oh my god.
This guy would have done straight talk self-serve checkout, and he'd succeed.
How do you make that sound? And it's a stars. How do you talk like? Oh my god.
Olivier found a way.
Olivier found a way. He really did. What news for your humble Olivier? No? No. Alright, no clowning then.
It gets better.
It gets better. Don't play like that, brother. Give a man some information. Lay it on me, man. Oh my god.
You're making me stupider just by being around you. Okay,
Fair.
I'll tell you. Just stop opening your mouth and making sound come out of it.
Huzzah!
That is the greatest way to tell someone to shut up, though. Stop opening your mouth and making sound come out of it.
That is a really good way to make someone shut up. True.
Regarding the guy we were talking about before, I managed to pick up his trail. From what I found, he was at one of the Erebonian Bracer Guilds until about a month ago.
Oh?
Over the past several months, all the guild branches in the Empire have been attacked, one after another. Seems he was supposed to be investigating why.
Attacked, you say? I should think it unlikely, but might these have been perpetrated by some military unit somewhere?
You picked up on it too. It's not the world of 10 years ago anymore, though. As far as I know, no military force has been given marching orders. I'd bet that someone hired Jaegers to pull this off. Anyway, our boy's trail stopped for a while right when that case was solved.
Oh dear, oh dear. I took such pains coming to Liberal, and 'twould seem that I was following a wild goose.
I guess so. But if the man we're after isn't here, there's no reason to stick around, is there? That storm you're talking about is going to be a lot worse than expected. A lot worse. You should come back to the Imperial capital before you get caught in it.
Ever a jester. How could I bear to part with the opportunity to play a role in the finest opera ever?
What? Tell me you're not actually thinking of...
I am, you might say,
Hello,
already in
Yuno.
costume. Hello, Yuno. Greetings. Sadly, the lead is unavailable, so the understudies must be used. I have the utmost faith that between the two of them, they will put on a grand performance.
Man! Again, what a way to start a chapter. Olivier knows a lot more than he has let on throughout the first time we met him.
I haven't seen this boy since, like, what, chapter 2? Chapter 1?
We haven't seen him since, chapter 1. Because that was back, all the way back when we were in, goddamn, what's it called, Bose. So you were able to get the professor out safely. And you even got the logic unit back. I don't even have the words. Thank you, both of you. Well, we really didn't do all that much. Really? We were just there as backup for Agate.
If you really want to express your gratitude, I'd suggest you direct it toward him, since he kept the professor safe.
I certainly will. It'll be nice when all this craziness ends. All we can do now is put our faith in Agate. It does seem that Colonel Richards has something in mind for Grancel, however. He means to use that black ornament, that thing he called the Gospel. Yeah, I don't know exactly what it's used for, but we've been asked by the professor to talk to Her Majesty about it. Ouch! That's where you know things have gotten very, very serious. I'm pretty sure the professor's on good terms with her. It's not unusual for him to have access to top-secret information.
Anyway, that's the gist of our request from him. Unlikely as it sounds. Kalika, do you think it would be safe for us to go to Grancel, given the current climate?
There's no current evidence to suggest that you were involved with the security breach at the fort, so it should be fine. Indeed, I'd advise you to go there before a full investigation is begun. It's quite likely that a thorough search of the central factory will be performed. Agreed, which means now's the time to figure out what to do about it. I wish the both of you luck on your journey. Please be sure to deliver the professor's message. You can count on us. Consider it in Her Majesty's hands.
Take care of yourself, Mr. Murdoch.
Yeah, now's not the time to let my guard down with the army around. So I'll be off. Safe journey to you. Well then, I guess there's no time like the present, huh? We should try to get an audience with Their Majesty as soon as we can.
If that's the plan, we need to take the next airliner out. It would take us half a day to reach Grancel on foot. An airship would only take an hour.
Yeah, that's true. I kinda thought it'd be cool to walk all around the kingdom, but oh well. Alright, wait just a moment. Bracer Guild. Good afternoon, always a pleasure. Yes, if you would please. 2 to Grancel. Right. Yes, bill it to the usual account. Thank you, goodbye. What was that all about?
Was that the reception desk at the terminal?
Yes, you now have guaranteed seats on a Grancel-bound airliner. We're paying your way, so all you need to do is check in. Also, take this with you. Received recommendation. In all of this chaos, there is one thing to say. One more recommendation and we are senior bracers, but I think that's kind of the least of our concerns right now.
Absolutely not.
Whoa, wait, what?
This really isn't necessary. You've already done so much for us.
The tickets are simply a business expense related to delivering the professor's message. The letter of recommendation is for the superlative job you've done rescuing the professor. Accept it and be proud of what you've accomplished. Right. Thank you, Klika. Factory incident. We get bonus 8 for clearing all the canisters. Junior Bracer, second class. Professor's whereabout, 10 plus 6. Junior Bracer, second class is still our rank.
Thank you for everything.
Hard to believe. I believe I said before that this is simply my duty. Now, your flight leaves at 11. You'll want to get to the terminal before then, so as to have time to check in. Adios keep you. Be well in your travels. We will.
Thank you again.
Yeah, this is the point where, like, you get the, Oh, I need to turn in the other quest. Thank you. This is the point where you get the, recommendation and you're like, oh, yeah!
Oh, yeah, we're doing that.
I was doing a thing, like, you know, with the other incidents, they were major, but you still had the idea that your primary goal was becoming a senior bracer. At this point, you're like, the fate of all the boroughs at stake, and becoming a
Right,
senior
I forgot
bracer.
that some corruption was occurring. I forgot about that amongst the, corruption in the intelligence division.
Yeah. Hello there. I heard from Klika. Shall we get you all squared away? That'd be great, thanks. By the way, we didn't miss our airliner. We just had to... Oh my god. Anytime. Just immediately. That's all I can think about now. Those people who didn't miss their fucking flight.
Thank you.
Estelle filled out the boarding pass. Okay, here are your tickets. Oh, posture check. Good thing is I was already kind of sitting normally, so I don't have to adjust too much. Make sure you show these when you board. Received boarding pass ×2. Alright. Let's go get on our plane. By the way, this is our final chance to get, Arabic tomatoes for the whole game, because no other enemies drop them, meaning if you're playing this and you're going to want some Arabic tomatoes for some of the recipes, grab them now. Honestly, though, not too many recipes that I really recommend that much require Arabic tomatoes, so... I don't know.
All right, the cat.
It's the cat who helped us. Antoine!
Hey, yesterday must have been rough on you.
You scared me half to death. I hope you take some time to think about why what you did was wrong. Nope, not listening.
I think he's playing dumb.
Garfield? No, this cat actually saved our lives. This is better than Garfield. Has Garfield ever saved someone's life? Didn't think so. Oh well, I guess we do owe him some gratitude. Thank you, Antoine. Meow. Hey, there you are! Hi, Gustav!
Off Chris Pratt goes.
Thank you for reminding me that Chris Pratt is voicing Garfield. The factory chief told me that the rescue went off without a hitch. Gave you the savior. Okay, fair enough. The professor's always been a mentor of sorts to all the engineers.
Garfield is the progenitor of my insanity. Thank you very much.
Garfield is just chaos.
Yes.
So I just wanted to say thanks on the behalf of everyone here. Well, kind of pulled it off without you and your crew's help. Tita was surprised that Tita was so surprised, I thought her eyeballs might pop out. Her eyes. Lasagna.
Lasagna.
John, where's my lasagna? Well, to fool the enemy, sometimes you have to fool your allies first. So what business do you have at the gate? The professor asked us to go to Grancel.
We're a little early for the 11 o'clock flight.
Yeah, well, it also looks like it'd to be a little late. There's still time to drop off your bag, so I think you could take it easy in town for a bit. That sounds like fun. Hey, you two! Well, if it ain't Gerald, what's going on? Did something happen? Perfect, you're all here. To be honest, we've had some trouble. What kind of trouble? Well, we received a communication from the Airship Corporation. It looks like the ship will be arriving a few hours late. What? Okay, just what's going on here? More Sky Bandit trouble? Well, something like that anyway. Seems like the terrorists had staged an ambush to disrupt the Queen's birthday celebration. All the ships were grounded at the port while the military conducts inspections. That would mean...
They're probably looking for the professor's group.
Which means that the ship bound for Grancel is being held up in Rouen. Apparently a military guard ship is coming here from La Station Fortress instead. Ah, I get it. If that's the case, you're going to be extremely busy soon, aren't you? No kidding. I gotta explain the situation to the customers. Which means that you two are gonna have a good chunk of time to kill. Just thought of something. If you want to wait at the Bracer Guild, I can get in touch with you there. Okay.
Well, thank you very much.
Sorry for the delay. There's suspected terrorism.
We apologize for this delay, but terrorism. It's just terrorism. That's it.
Jeez.
Oh, this stinks like last year's diapers.
Interesting analogy.
Yeah, that's a good one. Yourself. If the military's coming here, I know they'll want to check out the Labents. They better have a talk with the factory chief. Yeah, if they check up on what happened yesterday, that won't be good.
Be careful, whatever you do.
I ain't so senile that I need a couple of punk kids telling me to be careful. Take it easy, you two. I love Gustav. Joshua?
Man.
This doesn't look so hot.
Yeah, this could put the airliner in danger. We've got time, so maybe we should take the highway.
Oh man, it's been so long since I last got a ride on an airship too. This is all your fault, Colonel Richard.
Well, try to look at it as an ongoing opportunity to advance your training. So, I guess we need to cancel our reservations at the reception desk.
Ooh, there's gonna be a cancellation fee, guys.
Nah, dang it.
Hey, it's you two. I told you before, I don't know when the ship's leaving. Also known as Colonel Dick. If you just want to wait at the Bracer Guild, actually, there's been a slight change of plan.
I apologize for the timing, but can we still cancel?
Sure, that's no problem. As long as before your flight arrives in port, there's no cancellation fee.
Oh,
Just
thank
need to
God.
get your tickets back. Great, here you go. Boarding pass ×2. Hey, that's a military patrol vessel. It's here early. Well, gotta go, bye!
Oh, thank you for your help.
No worries. Come back and see us again sometime. Oh, boy.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. Of course it'd be you. Well, things are certainly bustling around here. First, I believe I should go see the factory chief. I have to admit, I have to admire the colonel for planning all this. What being a war criminal does to a motherfucker. Okay, Hart. Anytime you want to go back to normal running speed would be just fine.
If we waste any more time here, those intelligence division people will catch up with us. We should head to town while we still have time.
Okay. We take the east road to Grancel, right?
Right. And then the Sanctum Gate is to the north, along the roadway. Pass through the gate, and you're right by Grancel.
We could do that. We could. But there's a chapter of Carnella for us. And do you want to know where this chapter is? All the way back through the fucking tunnel.
Oh, boy.
Oh. Are you seeing why I hate Claudia Tunnel yet? By the way,
fair enough.
this isn't the worst of it. Claudia Tunnel gets worse.
Oh boy, Book.
By the way, we do have that one that I missed last time. The one that I missed, the chapter 7, that I told myself not to forget like several times.
Yeah.
Joshua is a war criminal, but Estelle is wanted for overfishing. We haven't fished in so long. Also, after SC, every Trails game had fishing. No fast travel? Not yet. Fast travel isn't a thing until 0. And they wouldn't even... Well, I guess In the Sky 3 has fast travel, technically. But fast travel wasn't a thing till, I guess, In the Sky 3. And, even then, it's very limited.
Oof.
And then, Cold Steel would be when they actually perfect fast travel and make it
No fast
good.
travel, but with the Megamind face.
No fast travel? I forget who oh, I remember who I'm supposed to talk to. It's the guard. It's this guy, right? Guess there's a lot of nice things behind. We gave them for a while, but hardly anyone comes to claim them. I was just about to toss this book in the trash. Oh, you want it?
Your book?
You promised not to let my CEO hear about this. I'd be in for some serious trouble if he found it. Alright. Oh, I can't find him, so I can't tell him. Yeah, 'cause that's where the shaw's I'm gonna go tell him. Usually they're the ones in the more like different looking uniforms. But yeah, I absolutely loathe like it's just this fucking tunnel. Anyway, while we're going through the tunnel, I can talk about the evolution version of this game, because why the fuck not? I want to talk about this. So,
Another version?
yes, in Japan on the PS Vita, the In the Sky trilogy, along with the Crossbell duology, that being Trails Zero and Trails Azure, I believe it was shortly before the release of Cold Steel 1, got re-releases referred to as Evolution. These included remix soundtracks, which weren't all terrible, but I don't like them that much. I don't like them as much as I like the originals. Redone artwork, which, again, is, for a lot of characters, the redone artwork is pretty bad, in my opinion. And lastly, new opening cinematics, as well as remix versions of the opening themes. As for the opening theme itself, I actually rather like FC's opening theme. I'm not going to say that I dislike it. It's actually pretty good. And the lyrical version of it is even better. But, one second while I just make doubly sure I got everything I'm supposed to have. Chapter 8.
Mind me, but with Estelle's face drawn in the style of Megamind's face.
Yeah, please. So, that's, that. But, the one thing I will say that is the worst, the opening cinematics for FC and SC in particular are terrible. I cannot stress this enough. Not only is the animation not good, the art style and the animation just looks bad, but there are spoilers within the opening cinematic.
Oh, great.
FC's is a very different light that they show Richard in. Rather than Richard be... Okay, I'll explain after this cutscene. So, this is the Secthium Gate. It looks like Gurren Gate back in Roland.
Well, both gates cut through the same wall. Annenberg Wall completely surrounds the Grancel region. It was built almost 1,000 years ago, but it's solid enough that it held off the Imperial forces.
It sure looks like it'd take more than a few guns to knock it down. Still, looks like a tourist attraction, one where you could climb up to the top and check out the view.
So you're planning to get up there and sprint all along the walls, are you?
I didn't say that. I was just thinking it'd be nice to have a quiet lunch together. Just the, two of us. And just, talk about whatever. Like...
Isn't that what we always do anyway?
Never mind. Estelle Naruto.
On the walls.
Let's just get the paperwork done and move on to Grancel.
No, she runs along the walls like Attack on Titan.
Yes!
Anyways,
Either
okay,
one works.
maybe it's just me. But are you mad about something?
It's just you. Let's just go in and forget this whole conversation.
Girls can be so difficult.
So yeah, I would keep my conversation going about the evolution version. Actually, did I have the pot of meat yet? No, I have not. I haven't been here yet.
Pot of meat.
I have both of those in my inventory. You have anything? So nice too. All right, so I got the pot of meat because I know I'm pretty sure we came out here before. Because this is where this is where we got.
Right. There was a side quest here, right?
Yeah, because this is where we had to go up to the top. I believe it's Sacrum Gate, at least. Yeah, because it was right here where we got the book.
Right.
When we had
I
to
remember
do
that.
the temp library
Yeah.
quest,
It was
and
a
we
bit
got
ago.
one of the best fucking quartz. Which, speaking of good quartz, we can actually kind of rearrange stuff again because all of our quartz that were on Joshua and them are now in our inventory. So give Joshua back strike. Wait, I just realized I said Joshua in them. I mean, you know what I meant. Do I have an action 3? No, I don't. Do I have a defense 3? Still a no. I do have an HP 3, which I already have on here. Mine 3. I have an evade 3. Actually, I don't think evade 3 exists in this game. Attack 3, though, I do have. Boop. I wonder if it might be more worth it to... No, it's probably not. I just want to see. You know, I'll just see what happens if I do this. If I can't put it on that one, but what if I put this on this row instead? I get napalm breath. Yeah, that's not even slightly worth it compared to what I have now.
Dang.
That's not even like slightly. Anyway. Hello, welcome to Sacrum Gate. We need you to fill out some paperwork before we can let you go onto the capital. Fill out papers. Okay, can you give us the paperwork? Thank you. Please sign here. Estelle and Joshua filled out the paperwork. What's with you kids these days? Are you brave, or are you just crazy? Are you on some kind of hiking date on the highway? What? A date?
No, it's nothing like that. We're brother and sister.
I like Estelle's face there, like... Funny, you don't look like siblings, but you do have the same last name, I guess. Okay, you're ready to go.
Estelle? You seem very preoccupied all of a sudden. Are you okay? Do you want to stop and rest?
No, I'm fine. Let's just get to the capital.
If you're sure.
Well, if you two aren't on a date, are you going to see the martial arts competition? Martial arts competition? Wrong again? There's an annual martial arts competition held here in the Royal Grand Arena. It was originally for the Royal Guardsmen Elite, but now it's open to any willing fighter. I believe the preliminaries are starting this afternoon. Oh, that sounds like...
Tournament arc? Oh, Frank, tournament arc.
I mean, yeah. Ooh, that sounds like fun!
That's definitely right up your alley, Estelle.
The Queen will be there in person, so the admission fees are being discounted. If I weren't working, I'd be there myself by now. Sorry to hear. Of course, I'd rather be participating than watching. See if all this training's paid off yet or not.
I can imagine. But if they've already started the preliminaries, it'll be impossible for you to get in. We've got a job to finish too, don't forget. You'll just have to make two in the stands.
Too bad. Sir? Is something wrong? That emblem on your chest. I didn't notice it because of your age. But are you two bracers? That's right.
Is there a problem?
Was that... I'm guessing your cat walked across your keyboard?
Twisty.
No, not a problem. Exactly. Jeez, I never thought... Soldier, are you loitering while you're on duty? Sir! Is there a problem here? Well, sir, it's just that these two, they're bracers, sir. Bracers, huh? You two. I'd like a few minutes of your time, if that's alright.
Oh.
We need to get to the capital. Is that so? The capital. May I ask the nature of your business in the capital? Well, we've got a job. A kind of job. The professor, No! I mean, how do I put this?
I'm sorry, but we have an official guild contract. Our business with our client is a private matter.
Sounds suspicious to me. I'm afraid you two are going to explain yourselves.
Oh god, oh frick, oh god, oh
Look,
frick.
I don't see what the big problem is. Well, we received information from military high command. The royal guardsmen have revolted against the queen and are staging terrorist attacks. And it seems that some of these terrorists may disguise themselves as bracers. So we're under orders to detain anyone claiming to be a bracer, pending investigation. What? What? That's enough, soldier. We're sorry, but we're under strict orders. Till we confirm your identifications, you're to remain here at Sakthium. You can't be serious. Why do... Ah, there you are. Huh?
Why, you're...
I've been waiting for you. If you finish your paperwork, let's get going. What?
I apologize, Professor. It seems we've hit a small snag that might delay our departure somewhat.
Just a moment here. Who are... Allow me to introduce myself. I am a specialist of archaeology, Professor Alba. I'm from North Ambria State, and I'm here in Liberal for investigative research. Have you processed this man's identification? Yes, sir. His passport checks out, and the Grancel History Museum will vouch for him as well. I see. Then everything appears to check out. I apologize for the delay, Professor Alba. So what relationship do you have with these two? Well, they're bracers. They've saved my life quite a number of times. So I decided to have them accompany me to the capital. Isn't that correct, Joshua, Estelle? Yes! That's it. Alright. Well, it seems you have enough proof of your identity. I apologize to you both for the misunderstanding. No, it's not a problem.
We know how it is to follow strict protocols. No hard feelings at all.
I swear, I'm gonna get wrinkles if there are any more surprises. I mean, you start playing along so fast with the professor. I thought I'd forgotten our assignment for a moment.
Hardly. I had hoped you'd catch on a little bit quicker, though.
Excuse me for the poor performance, Mr. Silvertongue. Not all of us can just lie with a straight face. Aww.
What was that?
Never mind.
Uh,
Sorry to surprise you. It just seemed that you two were in some trouble, so I spoke up. Should I not have? Oh no, we were definitely in some trouble back there. Thank you, Professor Alba.
We appreciate your help.
My way of returning the favor. Still though, what was that argument all about anyway? I heard something about some terrorist attack?
Seems there's a gang of criminals out there who've been causing trouble while disguised as normal citizens. And the two of us were suspected of being in said gang.
Yeah, can you believe that? I swear every single person in the military has a massive stick up there. I see. Very troubling indeed. The situation. And the imaginary. By the way, I heard that the incident in Carnella Tower wound up getting complicated. How did that turn out for you? Hydrate.
Jody.
Well, There are a few loose ends, but for the most part, we managed to get things done. I expected you to do well. I could tell you two had the beginnings of great bracers in you from the moment we met. I'm happy to see I was right. We don't deserve that. We've still got a lot to learn.
We're still in training, as it is. But, Professor, what brings you to a place like this?
Naturally, I'm on my way to the capital. I was originally going to take a ship, but I found myself short of funds. Oh well, archaeologists need to exercise too, so the walk should do me some good. You don't have to beat yourself up like that. But still, you sure are poor. We scholars of the humanities all have financial issues. Especially the archaeology. Any money I make goes straight to the next excavation. That's too bad. But we sure were lucky running into you back there. Do you want to come with us to the capital?
Now, just a moment, Estelle. I'm sure the professor is very busy with his own...
I'd love to. The road to the capital can be dangerous, so having you two nearby would be a relief. Not that it's all that far to the capital anyway.
Well, if you don't mind, then we'd be honored.
It's settled then. Let's get going. Alright, now I should be able to finish what I was saying, because I don't think there's another cutscene for a bit. Let me step out here for... Okay. So I was saying, the way that it spoils Richard, is that in the regular version of the opening that's in this game, the Richard is shown in a much more relaxed light. You see him sitting in a chair with a glass of wine with Amalthea by his side. That's it. Nothing, like, sinister. However, in the Evolution version, he is shown to be commanding the intelligence division while sitting on the throne. It's a small difference, but enough of one to, you know, that puts you on edge. Yeah, that puts you on edge of Richard, which they shouldn't do. SC is even worse about it, and I'll talk about that when we get to that spoiler. But yeah, that's my two cents on the Evolution version there. It'd spoil that $100K wine. Hey, you there! Huh?
Oh, looks like an army unit.
No tourists allowed at the Herb Royal Villa. Do you not see the ordinance that was just posted all over the city streets?
Actually, we're not citizens of Grancel. We just recently came here, by way of the Sankhan Gate.
Travelers, eh? Hard to believe that anyone would want to walk on the highway with terrorist activity going on. Talk about reckless. Setting aside the terrorist discussion for a second, what's the Herb Royal Villa? It's a small place to the east, where the royal family resides. I was given to understand that the townsfolk were often went there to relax. Sorry, but it's off limit for now. The army's using it as a base of operation for investigating the terrorist activity.
You don't say.
The roads nearby aren't off limits, but I'd suggest you keep away just to make sure no one mistakes you for one of the bad guys. Well, that's certainly grim. Personally, being told not to go somewhere just makes me want to go see what all the fuss is about. What do you say? You want to go poke around and see what we can see? It's not that I'm not curious.
We did just get that warning, so I think it's best to hold off. There may actually be terrorists, like the soldiers said.
Well, I think the intelligence division is just using the real guardsmen and bracers as scapegoats.
Estelle! You really need to not say things like that out loud. If someone overhears you, then we're apt to get caught up in it.
Yeah, you're right. Huh? Intelligence what now? Let's see. Sorry, it's nothing.
Anyway, let's head on to the city.
Oh, alright. You kids are no fun. Let's nod and say we did. Do. I'm breaking the rules, I'm breaking the rules, I'm breaking the rules. In reality, I actually have reason to go out this way. That plant is ugly as shit.
Wow. Wow.
Anyway, wait, I think I'm going the wrong way. Hang on, I'm going the wrong way. Let's now actually not and say we did. Go the right way. Where the fuck was that split in the road? Yeah, that's to Grancel. This is towards where I want to go. Up this way, towards where the Herb Royal Villa is. There is some stuff of note. First off, around, I want to say... Hi, you just... You good?
I'm just stuck on the pole.
Well, have fun, buddy. I'm not gonna judge you for your kinks. You just do you. It's right around... It's not here, but there is something of note back here. Actually, I might be thinking of, SC or... Nope, never mind, there is something over here. First off, we got quite the battle ahead of us, so, let's just... Honestly, I could. No, I'm just gonna do this. We have Black Fang! We have Strength up. Let's kill up. Oh, wow, that did not even take... That only took out one enemy. I'm kind of surprised, honestly. Hurricane. By the way, Estelle has only... Throughout the entire Trails franchise, Estelle has only had one AoE S-craft.
Wow, really?
Estelle typically... Barrage! Estelle typically has single target S-crafts like Barrage. There's a note inside. It reads, sucker. Yeah, I do feel like a sucker for getting Shield 3, because Shield is arguably one of the worst quartz in the game.
Oh, dang.
Arch defense is really not that important. Not only do enemies not typically use Arch defense, but really trying to resist arts is not worth the stress of it. It is right around... Okay, so is this where we just came from? I always get turned around on Herb Royal Villa because everything looks the same. I want to go like I'm going towards the villa. Here's another chest. Terror Bomb. This chest is empty, and I blame you. Well, you can blame me all you want. It's
okay,
not my
I
fault.
guess.
Not my fault. Over here? Nope, that's a monster. Hi. Let's beat the shit out of this thing. Yeah, there's a few monsters in this route that are... But nothing really that tough, honestly. Nothing in this route's really all that tough, I believe. Is it over here? Well, there's a book here. Or not a book, a chest. Another fucking... Ooh, a critical. This should actually take him out.
Oh, boy.
The strength up didn't, but a critical really should take everything out. God, it's beautiful.
Yes.
Pyro Reg is fine.
Alright, we got all that, and we get Defense 3! You've gone over your limit for this chest, dev team.
I say we go beyond.
Defense 3! Look at that beautiful defense stat of 202.
Oh, tank.
Oh, Estelle! You are amazing. This is the old Vermilion Stone Monument. Neat.
We don't even read it.
Yeah. Maybe one day. Maybe one day that stone monument will warp us to our nightmare.
Sorry, what?
Yeah, what? Alright, let's keep going towards the villa. Right over Wait, does it say Delilah the Dragoness? Thank you for becoming a loyal subject. I hope you continue to enjoy the content I'm putting forth here tonight and in the future. And that puts us 5 away, guys!
Oh, God.
Anyway, on that note, I'm super excited.
Yadow's gun becomes ever so closer.
Yeah. Right here, I believe, if I'm recalling correctly, keep in mind, is where the Shining Palm of this chapter spawns. It just, it has a chance to spawn in every time you go over here, so. And then it is over this way, I want to say. There should be, I know there's one thing I'm still missing from this wretched place. I think it's over on the, that part of the Royal Avenue, actually, maybe. That's a big old shark. Let's kill it.
Big.
Let's kill it for the fun of it. I don't know, I just feel like beating this thing up.
Dang. You didn't even do anything.
He looked at me funny. Earth Lance, sure. Was that your phone vibrating?
That was my phone vibrating.
That was like exceptionally loud in my headphones.
No, I apologize.
Oh shit, okay, they're calling for backup. This might have been a bad idea. You know, maybe pointless murder is a bad idea. Let's get out of here. I forgot how tough the big sharks are for a minute. I gotta hydrate, by the way. I just realized that. Hydration is important. Gotta be hydrated to survive. Is it this way? Maybe? Feel like it's this way. There's another chest here. Terror bomb! Silent disapproval. A crocodile fish? This thing? Yeah, I mean, it's a crocodile fish thing. Ow! By the way, they have those crocodile fish things have death blow, as you just saw.
What?
As Estelle just got completely annihilated by it.
Oh, great.
Good thing we have reviving bombs and more than enough EP at this point. It's a good thing money is no problem at this point, so we can buy more of those things when we need to. We can't go that way. It's cute. Not how I define it. It's terrifying. It just murdered me in cold blood. Where the fuck is the death blow to? What do you want from me? Blood? Yes. I am a vampire after all. Where is it? Hang on. Where is it then? For context, what I'm looking for is oh, okay, I know where it is now. I know where it is now. I dumb. It's not on the herb scenic route. What it is was on the herb scenic route was those chests that I grabbed, which I did a good job with getting. What isn't is the other thing I was looking for. Hi. Well, let me just... You're on your own, and you're like the least threatening thing in the world. So, instead of going to Grancel, let's waste some more time. Because, you know, we have an urgent mission, so let's keep wasting time. Because going to the gate over here, is it you? Checkpoint. The railroad running bit runs a loop around the region. Many travelers know. It's not you. I'm kind of speedy through some of the text because if I know it's not them, then it's just flavor text. And while I love this game's flavor text, if we talk to every NPC, we'll be here all day. Because, like, every NPC...
We'll be here all day.
The NPCs have a lot of dialogue. I think it's actually... There it is. It's you, isn't it? How may I help you today? Did you come all the way from the Royal City? It's awfully rare to see you when I come to hear from Grancel during this time. Nope, not you. But you do sell those, both of which I have.
Tries.
Huh? You aren't living in Grancel, are you? Nobody? Okay, yeah, that's not it. Is it you, maybe? All the customers who were here earlier have taken off for Grancel. Well, I guess I should get to cleaning while I can. Are they upstairs? I can't remember which NPC it is. That's the thing. There's so many NPCs that sometimes I kind of forget. I just do not remember which ones have what. Good work making it all the way up here. I'll give you this as a souvenir. Haha, don't mind it. It's a hand-me-down from me. Chapter 9. Because of the size of this place, patrolling it is one of the biggest challenges. You're telling me I had to go fucking hunting down this place.
Yeah.
Alright, this is why I didn't read the other chapter when we got it, by the way, because honestly, we were going to get 2 today. So now we're going to read 7, 8, and 9.
Ooh, story time.
Wheezing. I breathed in. The sound high and whistling as the air fought to make through my constricted windpipe. Still clutching tightly to my ornament, I unwound the sheets from my throat. Utterly exhausted, I tilted my head on its side and watched the reddened eyes as a small stream of saliva dripped over the edge of my mouth and pooled onto the floor. When fresh air finally made its way into my lungs, it initially choked me as badly as the sheet had. A thump from somewhere behind me startled me from my fit. The Jaeger Dominus, like a spring-loaded doll, leapt from the floor of the room. The single shot of magic I had previously landed in her gut should have done the trick, but the fluid way she moved about made it appear that she wasn't fazed by the blast. Within arm's reach of where I had subconsciously curled myself came the splintering sound of an unseasoned wood being hewn down by a giant woodcutter's axe. In the following instant, Sister Carnella came flying through a newly opened hole in the timbered door, her entry punctured by a cloud of splinters. Her arms as plaintive as whips. She passed by the female Jaeger in lightning-quick motion, and without turning assault, clocked her opponent full tilt in the face. I love trying to read sometimes. The woman spun with the force of the blow and fell with a tumultuous thud, her head cracking hard against the floor. Like a prima ballerina, Sister Carnella raised her knee high until she had tucked severely against her sternum. She stared down at the outstretched figure on the floor, muscles flexed without an ounce of mercy. Sister Carnella let her judgment fall with the heel of her boot, stomping and crushing the woman's throat. As I witnessed a grotesque and unsightly scene, Sister Carnella gave a quick glance in my direction and beckoned me on. Then, with a nimble hop into the unknown before...
You speak like Peter Griffin, the protagonist of my favorite anime, Family Guy.
Lewis, I can try.
Hey, Lois. Oh my god.
I can certainly try to speak like Peter Griffin, but no promises, because I'm not an avid Family Guy watcher, so the voice is not quite something I do well. Anyway, quickly scraping together my belongings, I made after her in the same manner she had... Oh, wait, hang on, I fucked up. Or was I... Stare down at the... As I went to
all you see is violence in movies and sex on TV.
Thank you. Sister Carnella quickly gave a glance in my direction and beckoned me on. Then, with a nimble hop into the unknown before her, she cleared the broken window frame and lighted onto the ground below. Quickly scraping my belongings together, I made after her in the same manner as she had left, out the window with a 2-story drop into the cobblestone road below. Waiting close by and helping to break my less than elegant, Sister Carnella led me on as we took flight along the avenue, brightly lit by the morning sun. A deafening blare from the orbital engine's whistle indicated that the first train was about to depart. Sister Carnella immediately pulled a ticket out from her coat pocket and held it out to me from the side. Reaching for the fluttering strips of paper between her fingers, I realized that I was still carrying the bar of soap from before, so I chucked it, not caring where it landed or who it might hit. Jesus, just throw the soap, why don't you? Aboard the train, the smoggy haze from the instant smoking of nattering gentlemen had permitted into every nook and cranny of the passenger car. There was also the smell of newly printed publication and the occasional sound of someone clearing their throat. Like this. Ahem! Lewis. I can't do it. This is my best Peter Griffin, by the way. It's not very good. It felt rather awkward to have boarded the train for the Imperial City with my bag still in hand. Do you know what your problem is, Toby? Sister Carnella remarked. You're just like that ornament of yours. Using her white handkerchief, she stanched the flow of blood from my leg, which had been lacerated by the spinning arrow blade of magic. Once you get yourself in trouble, you keep digging yourself deeper until someone comes along with a billy club and whacks some good sense into you. Placing a folded magazine on my lap, she taped it on with the nail tip on her. She tapped on it with the nail tip of her index finger, indicating that I should read what was inside. It was a copy of the Imperial Chronicle, which had been published just that morning. Several lined articles buried in the pages behind more titular news told of a suspicious death of one orbital factory owner somewhere within the capital. That was the first time I had ever become aware of Mitch's real age. Sister Carnella continued her lecture as she mercilessly upbraided me for my reckless behavior. You missed being caught up in all this By a hair's breadth, she informed me coolly. At a loss for words over the shock of Mitch's death, I put the magazine away in my trenchcoat pocket. Another 5 minutes in that shop and you would have gone to meet your maker too. I shook my head with a trembling lips and let my thoughts fumble out of my mouth. I just don't get it. Why did Mitch have to die? Images of Mitch's cold body behind the counter alternated in my mind with that of the lump of metal wrapped in the scrap paper. So what the hell had I been carrying all this time? And why did everyone have to die over it? I pondered at length. Sister Carnella met my eyes and held them. Because it's an artifact, she said simply. An artifact? I scoffed as I blew her off an answer. Not like I haven't carried a bunch of them before. Artifacts, in short, were the remaining legacy of the ancient civilization and the generic term for any undefined mechanism, which resembled that of an ornament. I had spent my days as a courier smuggling any number of those items under the false pretense of that the goods I was carrying were nothing more than rare antiques, and readily placed them in the hands of those aristocrats amongst whom they were especially in vogue. And for the most part, my current possession appeared as though it belonged in the same group as the others. Personally, I could find no other value in the collecting of these artifacts, besides the indulgence of oneself in a decadent hobby. Chiding me as if they're a clueless child, Sister Carnella rebuked. You're totally wrong, Toby. This one's much different than the others. After a moment's pause, she added, it's alive. Unable to grasp what she had meant, I looked at her with a questioning expression on my face. Sister Carnella tried again. What I'm trying to tell you is that it still works, although I'm not really sure what kind of power it actually has. It was unearthed during an excavation within the Empire's territory about 30 years ago. Sister Carnella's subsequent story about the peculiar lump of metal told of the dark history surrounding a group of aristocrats who recklessly sought after it. The artifact itself had transitioned from hand to hand by those in power, and one after another they were murdered while slumbering in their bedchambers. Then at the end of the 100-Day War, its whereabouts were said to have been lost. Good. That's done. And strangely enough, it finally turned up in the capital after all this time, she said, finishing up her account. An announcement chimed in the passenger car, notifying those riding at the scheduled time of arrival.
It could be a lot of words.
Yep. We're just reading through all these books. We've got 3 books to read through. Well, 3 chapters. Sister Carnella uncrossed and recrossed her long legs. The one who was after that artifact hired that Jaeger to bring it to them. Whatever the cost. So as a result, I was dispatched by the church in order to protect both you and it from falling into their hands. I sat, staring down at the bag resting next to my feet as we approached our destination, and the moving train quietly began to lose speed. In the bowels of the Imperial City, moving purposely through the crowd, we made our way between the rows of seats. Each time the swinging bag in hand struck the side of my knee, I became keenly aware of its presence. It was an unnerving feeling, quite like I had unintentionally brushed up against someone in an offensive way. Furthermore, it was nearly inconceivable to my mind that the ancient relic that the Jaeger were pursuing with such a frenzy was sitting right here inside a stitched cloth of this cheap handbag. What a fool Mitch had been. Hadn't he known the burden this object would bring would be far more weighty than that both of us could have ever hoped for? I squeezed my eyes shut against the thoughts of flying around my mind and addressed Sister Carnella, who followed closely behind me. Would you be making a break for the cathedral once we get off? Yes, that was the plan, she answered. Scanning the scene outside the window of the passenger car, I think that's the only option we've got. If you want to make it through this day alive. The station where the train was set to arrive was unremittingly crowded with countless droves of passengers, and as usual, the sky was slightly overcasted. Everyone outside on the platform stood shivering in silence, with their collars drawn up to their ears, huddled close to one another for warmth, like a flock of waterfowl out in the tidelands in midwinter. Don't worry, I won't be tossing you down a flight of stairs this time, Toby, gestured Sister Carnella. Although if there were two more of you at my disposal, I might have decided otherwise. Eventually, the numbers in our welcome party this time had seen rather dramatically increased. The odds don't appear to be in our favor, she said in a low voice, her warm breath tickling the lobe of my ear. We won't be able to leave through the ticket gate. As soon as we stepped off the train, we stealthily moved... The ooh-woo voice. Oh, God.
Oh, God.
You would want me to do ooh-woo. That's pretty damn cursed. As soon as we stepped off the train, we stealthily moved to the opposite end of the platform. And after sneaking out a large door for only authorized station personnel, we jumped down a path... we jumped down onto the path... I can't read... of railroad ties and steel rails below. I don't know why that was so hard for me to read. I think it's just that I lost my place. The biting cold wind of the capital swept freely. Yeah, cooldown can't protect us for too long.
Oh, God.
Causing me to shudder as it ruffled our coats with its chilly touch. Slipping between the couplers of a pair of freight cars, we moved cautiously along their edge, sticking close to the shadows. Over on the cargo platform, workers were busy unloading containers. For someone who had his mind set on becoming a dealer of pilfered goods, gaining illicit entry into the station house would be one of our first of all basics. Showing my ticket, I spoke politely to one of the workers. Then, with the scenario I picked on my head, I sold it to him as I played the part of a manager here on business with the celebrity of notable repute. Midway through our conversation, I introduced Sister Carnella, who did her best to show the man glamorous smile and feminine pose. I'd possibly... It's the image I just have in my mind of that character, dude, because there's a reason. I can't really explain now what I'm laughing about, but there's a certain character I pictured doing that, and imagining that character doing that, it's just funny. I'd possibly... Yeah, imagining that character doing a feminine pose, I imagine she's more likely to stab someone afterwards.
Oh.
I'd possibly
Great.
gone a bit overboard when I said that she was an opera singer, because the way she carried herself made her look more like akin to a low-wage shell song in the bar of drunkards. Yet in spite of it all, the worker graciously let us through. You're so good at that, it's almost scary, Toby, Sister Carnella said, as we raced through the station's warehouse sector. You should seriously consider doing another job, she went on. I bet you're gonna tell me to join the Bracer Guild, right? Come on. Cat Girl 7 is returned.
No.
Look, it's not as cursed as a certain other voice I could do.
Oh, no.
I'm not even saying ooh woo. I'm saying there's something.
Oh, God.
Now where was I now?
Oh, jeez.
So how about Bracer Guild, right? Come on. Those guys wouldn't turn me down in a heartbeat, I said as I laughed it off the thought, then throwing the idea back in her court ass. So how about yourself? Why don't you join the Bracer Guild, yeah?
Oh, no.
Reaching the end of the warehouse. I won't tell you if you're right or wrong, Tontez. Reaching the end of the warehouse sector, we came to a stop in front of the large chain-link fence. Sister Carnella crouched down while sliding a drainage cover to the side. I laughed at my previous question of if it were insane. Are you kidding? She asked. They'd gunned me down the second I set foot in one of their branches, nya.
Oh, jeez.
Even worse, imagining that character saying nya. The winding, narrow stretch of stone tunnel like the one where we were in ran everywhere beneath the Capitol. We were crawling along, the lights shining down through the drainage grates on the side of the large road above us illuminated the way like a trail of flickering over lampposts, nya. The feet of those walking along the avenue passed right by where we were, but not a single person noticed us scraping our way along below them. And as for some strange reason or another, the word just beyond the thin flagstone paved road appeared to be so dazzling in my eye. Yet the Jaeger corpse loss of the artifact in hand, and a senseless sudden death of all all of which we had never crossed my mind before, lay in wait for me dared I venture into the open world above, yeah? As we pushed on, I began to think of the small round tunnel. I began to think that the small round tunnel we were crawling through would run on forever. When we finally made it... I have no idea what this game is or what's going on. This is rather entertaining, yeah?
Yeah, I apologize, Delilah, but you've come in at, like, literally the start of the last chapter.
True. This is the final chapter of this game, yeah?
Also, I just realized Tantas says he has 8,300 blood drops. Oh god.
He can make me do the cursed voices for a while now. Well, other than the cooldown. Where was I? When we finally merged with the high-ceiling sewers surrounded by walls of countless blocks of chiseled stone, yeah? We'll go through here and make our way over to where the cathedral's located, yeah? Sister Canella insisted, raising one brow. She pointed her finger upward. It's a lot safer down here than it is up there. Yeah, that's fine and all, but what are we gonna do if it gets attacked, yeah? Sister Canella grabbed my hand with that and stepped into the muddy darkness beyond. Don't worry, Toby, she reassured me. Faith is the only thing supporting the church, yeah? Now on to chapter 9.
Oh my god.
The flicker of a dying orb of lamps mounted at equestrian lengths along the sewer walls sent thin streaks of light across the surface of a rippling flow of sewage. Passing in front of them one by one, Sister Canella sped down the stone sidewalk as the sound of her body cutting through the racing tunnel winds trailed on behind her. Panting out in breath, I continued to move my feet toward the darkness, nya, which lay before me as I chased after Sister Canella's flickering shadow. Don't worry, Keith, not much longer. Wayward, yet without a moment's repose, we headed out unregently with our sights set on the cathedral of the Septian Church, nya. We moved swiftly across the moss-covered stone pavement, the crackling of our heels echoing the dimly lit underground.
Get real hydrated.
Above the ground, the walking.
Speaking of,
It's got a height weight. Yeah.
oh my god, I had
Right
no
there.
idea your voice was so deep. Yeah, hello.
Oh yeah, the first time I heard Keith's voice too, I was like, holy shit, his voice is super deep. What the fuck? Yeah. I waited to hydrate till after the voice ended. That way I could, hydrate post-voice to kind of help a bit. Where was I? Way worn, yet without a moment's repose, we unrelentingly, with our sights set on the cathedral of the Septian Church, we moved swiftly across the moss-covered stone pavement, the crackling of our heels echoing in the dimly lit underground. Above ground, the walking distance on the city roads from the railway station to the cathedral was about 3 blocks. If we made our way up through the drainage ditch just beyond the sluice gate, we would find ourselves in the public square outside the massive sanctuary. Up ahead, the light of another orbital lamp came into view. Turning her head in my direction without a word, Sister Canella extended her right hand outwards in a wide motion, indicating that we'd be turning that way the next corner. Then, as if preparing something, she rolled both her shoulders in a grinding motion and relieved the last of her tension with a pop of her neck. It seemed to me as though she knew all too well what was lurking within the tenuous conduit ahead. Under the unsteady, sporadic corrosion, correction of light, sometimes reading is hard. The body of Sister Canella surged around the corner and disappeared from view. 1, 2, 3 went a walloping echoes, followed by the sound of something being rolled into the channel of filthy sludge. Standard anime girl, Keith. And Keith, you have your own phone, so you can do your own timer. I don't have to do your timer anymore.
What do you mean standard anime girl?
I don't know either. Like, just like what is a standard anime girl voice?
Testing the waters. Standard anime girl?
1, 2, 3. Whopping echoes. Blah blah blah. As I turn the corner.
I mean, I'll start it after Seven finishes reading,
Well, here.
so that I will
Start reading from. You can start reading from as I turn. So, once you're ready, you're gonna start reading from as I turn the corner.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Got it. All right.
We're in a way, so it's like popcorn reading, you know.
Okay, sure. As I turn. Just standard anime girl. So I guess I'll try to pitch up my voice and see where I go from there.
Say anime girl because the average anime girl, I don't know the name. So fair enough.
Hi, it's me, Keith-san, your childhood friend. As I turned the corner, the first things which leapt into my sight were the contorted figures of two men on the ground, whom I barely missed treading on. Sister Carnelia, who was by this time several steps ahead, continued to run at her usual pace, as if nothing had happened during the preceding seconds. "It's Carnelia!" came an angry, but noticeably wavering, voice from behind. I glanced to my rear to locate its source, and there I found a man who had dragged himself from the fecal-filled liquid. Gross! Now lying next to his dead comrades, yelling with his dying breath as blood leaked from his open wound. "Carnelia, she's down here," he managed to croak before falling silent and still. Sister Carnelia paid no attention nor made any effort to look back, as I turned to face forward and followed her example. The walls of the conduit leading directly to the sluice gate squared out into an ominous mouth of darkness, seemingly waiting for its next unsuspecting meal. Sister Carnelia gradually slowed her pace to match mine, as I had by this time become completely exhausted and out of breath. "It looks like these guys are dead serious about getting their hands on that item this time," she said, as she focused her eyes on the darkness before us. "So, were those men old friend of yours or something?" I inquired. Sister Carnelia turned to face me with her darkened scarlet eyes. "Is that what you heard from those bracers the other day?" she asked. I nodded my head and questioned her no further. With head slightly turned down, I forced myself onward, eyes fixed on the tips of my boots. Unexpectedly, Sister Carnelia opened her mouth and said, "Do you remember that?"
Oh. Oop.
Oh.
Oop, oop, oop.
"Oh no!"
Oop, oop, oop.
"Seven-kun, please!"
Oh, fuck! I did it again. Place. Down here. Okay.
"This is great. I'm glad you're
there you
enjoying
are.
this."
There you are.
Alright.
So do you remember?
Do you remember that woman you had a run-in with in the back of the inn? I nodded slightly. "The whole reason I gave up my life as a mercenary is because I didn't want to meet a tragic end like that," she continued. "A life of no meaning, forgotten by all." I looked up at Sister Carnelia and, seeing a slight show of emotion in the side of her face, heard her repeat the same line of words a few times more before finishing her thought.
My recreation, Kate.
"Your suffering is my recreation, Hugh. Well, I'm glad that you're having a good time, childhood friend Coon." "If I'm going to cash in my life's chips, then I think it's best I fight for something worth fighting for. At least that way, I'd be able to leave a legacy of my existence behind." Taking in her words, I ran steadily beside her as I felt a sense of nondescript apprehension slowly beginning to creep over me. During the short intervals between breaths, it suddenly seemed as if I were hearing the faint sound of sloshing water from behind, which caused me to prick up my ears and turn my head in its direction. "So, you noticed it too, huh, Toby?" Sister Carnelia slowed her steps until finally coming to a complete stop. "They've blockaded us from behind, so there's no turning back now," she said, the direness of the situation heavy in her voice. We had arrived at an intersection where the conduit we were in and another crossed paths, and just beyond the castle... oh wait. And just beyond the wide, fetid flow of the sewage water before us, I could see the dimly lit sluice gate. I placed my back against the damp walls of the damp bricks of the nearest wall, and for but a moment, tried to catch my breath. They're probably lying in wait for us. Sister Cornelia assessed solidly after glaring across the flowing sewage of the merged channels, and then turning her head to the rear and narrowing her eyes again. And unfortunately this time, we won't be able to circumvent them. With a sound of composure revealing her utmost resolve, Sister Cornelia took in the few deep breaths. I laid hand on my orbment, gripping it in the palm of my sweaty hand, and then wrapped the strap around my back securely around my opposite wrist. And as always, Sister Cornelia checked her boots before standing upright, then taking a few steps back and holding my breath as I raced forward and darted into the Stygian flow of waste.
Doing the animated Summoners Monsoon doing the... That would be cursed. Maybe for a, maybe during, like, a longer stream where we're doing some more meme stuff.
Memes, the DNA of the soul. Alright, that's actually how it ends.
Nice. Yeah. I'd like to point out, he said in his sweaty palms, so his palms were sweaty, and his knees were weak.
His weak arms were heavy?
And there was vomit on his sweater. Mom's spaghetti. So, at the concert I went to that my brother, I don't think I talked about this on stream, but my brother's in this like music group for school, for not school, but it's it's outside of school. It's this music thing, and they did a concert. Thank you. My artist is a good friend of mine named Starlight Lyrie. He also streams here on Twitch, and he is awesome. He's the one who made this for me. One of the songs that was played at the concert, one of the other groups that played did that song. Alright, Gurren Gate Circuit, wait. I'm like completely lost. Got a posture check. Alright, hang on. I'm completely turned around now. Never mind, I'm not. I'm heading in the right direction, kind of. Because here's the thing, I've been going off on so many alternate pathways. Hi. Gotta sit up, so I'm making my own, but I cannot watch. Fair enough.
4-hour tutorial. Fair enough. Yeah.
Yeah. Models are hard to make. And at long last, after much getting distracted, I'd like to welcome you to the capital of the borough.
Grancel.
Oof.
I love this place.
Hey, yo, is that a big Sieg in the middle?
Wow, the city is freaking huge. Dad used to take me here a long time ago, but it was really this big. Was it really this big then?
Oh, it is the biggest city in the kingdom. Grancel Castle is just past the main road. That's where the queen lives. There's also Grancel Cathedral, the Grand Arena, and all the embassies for the surrounding nations.
Huh, you don't say. You sure know a lot about this city. You must have been here before, right?
Yes, when I was little.
My, no matter how many times I see it, this city still amazes me with its beauty. Purely in terms of scale, I believe the Imperial and Republican capitals are larger. Oh, believe me, the Imperial capital is much larger than this.
The Erebonian capital?
Yeah. Oh, Christ. I haven't seen Calvard capital yet, but I will once Kuro comes out in the west. But neither feels as elegant or refined as Grancel does. Yeah, I'd say, from what I feel, the Imperial capital feels more like a bustling city compared to this.
Dang.
This feels like a very refined capital, while I'd compare Erebonia's capital to like a New York City feel, where there's always something going on.
Huh.
But I'm glad to hear it. It's nice to hear a foreigner complimenting your home country. Which reminds me, what do you plan to do now, Professor? Are you going to be okay with staying in a hotel? I have something else in mind. I gotta hydrate.
Hydrate again.
I'm running out of drink, so I might have to go get another one soon.
I'm just chucking water.
Yeah. I intend to go bug the folks at the History Museum. Oh, cool. Grancel has one of those?
They find ancient artifacts and put them on display there. It belongs in a museum.
All right, there we go. I was just adjusting my setup a bit. I don't sound like too far away, do I?
No, you're good.
Okay, good. I was adjusting my microphone a bit and putting it more to the side a little because of
gotcha.
how I'm sitting. It doesn't need to be directly in the center. Yes, and I'll be staying there as a guest associate member. That should be better. I'm just trying to find a good place for it. I've had this mic for like 3 months and I still haven't found a good place for it when I stream. I keep moving it.
Fair enough.
I need to get like a proper mic arm and then I can just have it like there. I don't know. Anyway, that's a different story. I'm talking about behind the scenes stuff. You two should stop by to visit if you get a chance. Museums are awfully formal for my taste. Estelle, you're going to meet the queen. I think that's more formal than a museum.
That's true, right?
Do come by. Are you going to give us a bunch of lessons? If that's your wish, then I should certainly do my best. Just kidding. Though I do think that checking out all the exhibits would be fun. Now, if you'll excuse me. Ugh.
And there he goes.
He's just as happy-go-lucky as ever. What's this guest associate thing, though? Is he a famous scholar or something?
Yes, most likely. Now, we should probably stop in by the local guild branch before we do anything else.
Estelle has a sense of fashion. Bass Pro Shop hat. Yeah. Estelle in a Bass Pro Shop hat would be funny.
Can somebody make that?
It probably exists somewhere on the internet.
True. Not only do we need to change our branch affiliation, but we can discuss how we're going to approach delivering the professor's message.
Yeah, you're right. Thinking about it, how are we even going to get an audience with Her Majesty anyway? There's no way it would be just as simple as walking up to the castle and saying, "Hi!" Alright. There's a bit we can do when we first arrive here. First, coffee ice cream we already have. Orange ice cream we already have. Apple ice cream we already have. Damn. I think we already have all these things in these shops. No, we do not have the gorgeous crate. Which restores 750 HP. Not bad, I guess. And we already have those two. We don't have them all learned, but we do have them. The gorgeous crepe isn't bad. Why did I talk to that guy and then just skip all of his dialogue? Because I wanted to. Oh, wait. Looks bad. The registry is total. Fuck. Can't buy from you. The Orbital Factory. Let's stop by here as we always do. We don't need to open anything. What do I need right now? What am I in need of? I need Action 3. Trails in the Sky Bass Pro Shop just showing.
Dang it.
I'll show you a picture someday. So the only thing I really need on Estelle is EP Cut in Action. Which I don't think the rank 3 version of those exist. No? Okay. EP Cut does, and Action does. But I can't get either of them, so it doesn't matter.
If you do edit a picture, you've edited a hat on her picture, then please send it to me.
Yeah,
and
Keith,
I will also send it to 7.
Because Keith can send it to me. And I have Attack 3, Action 3 I can't get, and I don't think Cast 3 exists in this game. Though, to be fair, do I really want to leave Cast on Joshua? That's the question of the day. I can't put a status effect quartz on him. Oh, wait, no, I have to, because that's that's why I have Cast on him. Because it's the only, really good art to put on that. Guard Orbital Factory, 3rd floor. Yeah. It's nothing. Anyway. Yeah, there's nothing I can get. Oh, what the fuck? Oh, okay. I thought I got stuck in the wall, but no, my controller came disconnected.
Nope.
I mean, to be fair, that actually is a good lead-in to a topic I wanted to talk about. It is 100% possible to get stuck in the wall, or to get stuck in NPCs while in Grancel.
What?
Yeah. Oh, I do not have enough mirror to do that. That's interesting. Well, for now, I'll just stick with the weapons. I think my armor should be good enough for now. I actually probably have a few things I could sell, so let's sell some items and see how much money I have, because I could sell the spike rod, I could sell the octane staff, I could sell that.
Super Mario 64 BLJ.
Yeah, it's NPCs, if they move, because certain NPCs, the way they move, they can block your, movement and get you stuck inside areas. Because they'll keep trying to move in that direction till they hit a certain point.
Oh, huh. Interesting.
Yeah. It's a weird way that this is programmed. Okay, I can afford both of those, and now I can afford
I
two
just
of those.
realized you sold off the Stragas. Estelle's not going to be very happy about that.
Oh well. She has the beta Stragas, which now she doesn't, because... And I'm going to sell the beta Stragas as well, because money. Estelle's going to kill me in my sleep for selling her Stragas.
Yes.
Alright, there we
You
go.
sold her Air Jordans, dude.
Oh yeah, we really... Alright, now I can sell those other shoes. Sell that. Sell that, because I want this fucking money.
And we really do be stuck in the walls right now.
Because honestly, we pretty much... The only way we're actively getting a lot of money in this chapter is by selling off our Seraph, which I don't want to do right now.
Fair enough.
Because I want to get those final few quartz I need. Fisherman's Guild. Welcome, friends. You're to the Fisherman's Guild. Oh, wow. There's a guild for you guys? Indeed, there is. There be a giant fish in the waters around these parts. We call them guardians. And they wiggle, and they dive all over the waters of the burrow. It's our job, nay, our sacred duty, to find these elusive pin-skull giants and best them in battle of lures, reels, and wits. Lure, for short. So you guys get... We're not going fishing, so you guys like fishing then. For me, fishing's alright, I guess.
You all seem very, dedicated to your hobby. Joshua, don't judge.
We fulfill our existence by traveling width and breadth of the burrow and snatching marine life forms in every corner of it.
That's the shit.
We spread the joys of fishing, hold inductory centerways, and sell our handmade gear. We've begun lobbying for the Queen to create a fund and to help protect our fishing locations. Wow, you guys clearly are really into this. Like, scary into it.
True society for fishermen. You guys are actually pretty impressive.
Would you like to join? There's a small examination, but otherwise it's just a matter of adding your names to our rosters. In permanent ink!
Yo, where do I sign up?
Thanks. And it really does look like fun, but we've kind of got things to do right now. Just things.
So you are dead to me.
You have eyes of a master angler. I guess you could say that I can see it in the angles of your retinas. If you have a change of heart, please come back anytime. We are always ready and eager for new recruits.
My people.
Also, Keith.
What?
Keith.
Yes.
Keith. We don't have time to join the Fisherman's Guild.
Damn it!
Think about what's going on right now. Can I go wander off?
But
I can. I want to explore a bit before we go to, Hey, look where it is.
look, I know there's like actual political unrest going on, but
I know that, Crest. Would you two happen to be the junior bracers, Estelle and Joshua? I don't know. Who's asking? I'm editor-in-chief of the Liberal News. I've heard about you two from Niall and Dorothy. Oh, okay. That's us, then. It's a pleasure to meet you.
pleasure to meet you. We're avid readers.
Haha, glad to hear it. Did you want to see Niall? Not especially. Good, because he's not here. He won't be back for a while. Well, damn. Yeah, this is the Liberal News headquarters. We've ran into Niall and Dorothy so many times, and this is where they work. Pretty nice to, finally get to see that. Chef's Curry. Amazingly, through some flavor osmosis, you managed to piece out the recipe for Chef's Curry simply by tasting it. I don't get why that's the only recipe that does it that way. Like, that's the only one that makes a joke about you learning through,
And that's the only fish. Yeah, hell yeah, dude.
I'm gonna sell 400 of those, and I know I shouldn't because I need those, but I want to just get some more money back. And I have more than enough, honestly. I swear, ever since we moved here, the capital all he's done is piss his life away. Who are you? We just moved here. Ever since I was a child, it's been a dream of mine to live in the royal capital.
I know that, like, the fate of all of Liberl is, like, hanging in the balance amongst all of this political corruption. But...
You know, the birds like this, SC has made me hate them. And I'll explain why later. But just know, it's part of the breakfast safari.
The breakfast safari?
Yes, the breakfast safari. This man's just zooming. The next package. He's zooming. There's a certain... what the fuck is my dog barking at? Okay.
Oh, woof.
I like just how, like, disconcerted that is, too. Just like, we got this here. I'm kind of exploring around town before going to, the next destination. Posture check. Let me sit up. What's the dog doing? Barking at nothing. Barking at something. You can buy all types of resistances here. And proxy puppets. Pretty helpful. You sell Liberl News issue 8. That's one of the big things I wanted.
Ooh.
Yeah. According to the statement issued by the Intelligence Division late last night, the Royal Guard conscripted to revolt within the Royal City. This shocker occurred when the group was confronted by Intelligence Division Special Operations Unit, which identified the unfolding plans following the incident, and the Army Strategic Operation Headquarters called for immediate stand-down of the Royal Guard. It appears that the incident at the Central Factory was the work of this seditionist movement led by former Royal Guard members. Evidence gathered from the attack seemed to have been the deciding factor in IDing the culprits. First Lieutenant Julia Schwartz, pictured above, is currently on the run with a number of her fellow officers. A warrant has been issued for their arrest.
Ah, frick.
Yeah, and then the rest of this goes on to kind of talk about the current, like, things we've already heard about, like the lockdown and stuff, but... you can buy, as you can see, a good load of ingredients here. No, not here either. There's a certain NPC I'm looking for who I know... Is this it? Here it is! At least if I had a girlfriend, I might go to the tournament. There's a beautiful girl who comes by here all the time. She's totally my type. Man, I ain't interested in the tournament. Not at all. All that stuff just happens, man. It just happens, and it ends. And the world keeps on turning. This is Anton and Ricky. Do you want to take a guess at how many games Anton has appeared in? Do you want to take... All but 2.
Wow.
Anton has appeared in more Trails games than Estelle and Joshua. Actually, no, wait. They've appeared in more because they've only not been in 1. No, never mind. They haven't been in 3. So yeah.
No.
Time for Keith to do British again. Anyway, we are finally going to go back to the main story. That's what I was looking for primarily.
No.
There's a lot to look around here in... actually, one more stop. This. We learned that. Somehow, the active... Oh, no, yeah, it does both the 2 in Grancel.
Why?
I don't know why Grancel is the only one.
Why have you done this? How dare you?
I don't even know what the...
What doth the dog doing?
I think my dog actually stopped barking now.
Be grateful you get to speak English. I am not grateful. How dare you? Why have you Britished me?
May the fortune smile upon you. With everyone together, I think we may just succeed. Okay, this is Grant. We've met him before. Except, everyone forgets him.
Ouch.
If you're participating... Let's not do that, because that won't even make sense. I feel like that wouldn't be as entertaining.
No, I do not want
Especially
to speak
because
like
he has to read some of the lines.
I hate this.
If you're
I've been
participating,
British.
I expect nothing less than everything you've got. Right! We can't let those army goons beat us. Now then, we ought to get going soon. Also, best girl is here. Hang on, where's the cursor? Where's the in-game cursor? Oh, it's not here. Hang on. It's Annalise. It's Annalise, truly the best girl.
Annalise do be pretty good.
She is dumb though. She is one brain cell.
Dedicated to cute. Yes, I am aware.
Yes, dedicated to the cute.
Pardon the intrusion.
Joshua,
Oh,
we need you fat to
God.
become British.
No, I've been Britished.
Well, if it isn't Estelle and Joshua. Oh, Karna! Wow, fancy meeting you here. Yes, we met once during the whole Sky Bandit incident. Yeah, we met him like right after we got to Bose. But no, like they make jokes about how forgettable Grant is, and I think my favorite one is in a Falcom parody series that is like all the Falcom characters getting stuck at a school. It's East. There's East characters and there's Trails characters. There's a scene with Grant, and I think it's Kurt who says, "Even your own parents forgot you, Grant." I'm just like,
Ouch.
damn, yeah. You were the rookies of Shara, right? See, the thing is, that line does not... I think that line's... I never knew before this playthrough that you can meet Annalise before this point. Because I never found her in Bose up to this point. Because she is so far out of the way in Bose that you wouldn't think to go there to meet her.
I suppose that's fair enough. But lo and behold, she is here.
Yes.
Long time no see. Don't mind my new accent. What brings you all to Grancel?
I'll field that one. They have to hurry or else they'll be late. Whoops, you're right. Sorry, E2. We'll talk later. We've got to be going. See you later, rookies. I love how she calls them rookies. Pardon me. I
You
love
all were only leaving because I've been Britished. How dare you?
it. Must be awesome to be full-fledged bracers.
Indeed. They all look pretty tough. But you were talking about something when we came in. What was that I think it was?
Indeed so. They're all leaving to participate in the big fighting tournament, the martial arts competition. Whoa! Sorry. I'm Estelle Bright, currently of the Zeiss branch.
And I'm Joshua Bright, of the same affiliation.
I'm Elenan. I'm with the Grancel branch. Miss Klika got in touch with me and informed me that you two will be coming soon. Could I get you to go ahead and change your affiliation now?
Certainly.
Estelle and Joshua signed the assignment change forms. Excellent. I bid you welcome to the Grancel branch of the Bracer Guild. Don't know why I struggled. I struggle with saying words sometimes. Personally, I've been looking quite forward to your arrival. You are the children of Cassius, are you not? Yes. I suppose you knew him? Oh yes, I'm ever at his debt. Is it true that he set out on a journey from which he has yet to return? Yeah. He hasn't been home in quite some time. He did write us a letter.
But he failed to mention where he was, or what he was doing. We've traveled everywhere from Roland to Zeiss, but we've heard no news of his whereabouts.
Which I suppose makes it unlikely that he's still in the country. That's a pity. The Army's current counter-terrorist activities have made it difficult for us to do our job. With former soldiers like Cassius among us, I'd hope that he might smooth things over. Is something wrong? Well, actually, we know what's going on behind the scenes with all that. Eh?
Let us tell you everything that has happened in the incident in Zeiss.
Stella and Joshua explained what they'd learned in the station fortress, as well as Professor Russell's request.
And all I've got for that is this lousy accent.
What's wrong? Nothing. It's just a lot to take in. So Colonel Richard is actually in control of the Royal Army.
What a bastard.
And the counterterrorism is just a big farce to put on by the Intelligence Division Special Forces. That's a little difficult to believe, but it's true.
Talk with Kalika at the Zeiss branch, and she'll confirm our story.
It's all right. It's not that I don't believe you. On the contrary, a few pieces of the puzzle have just fallen into place, as it were. However, Colonel Richards is an extremely popular man in this city.
Hate this man.
Though it pains me to say so, I've been sympathetic to him all this time.
You're dead to me, Eldon.
And the citizens would never dream of the Colonel being involved in sort of conspiracy. I figured as much. Well, I mean, he said he's been, meaning, like, you know, he never would have thought Richard would do all this. He didn't say he still is, he said he's been.
Man, this sucks. The Intelligence Division has played everyone for fools.
I don't know why I keep yawning, though. The Bracer Guild cannot directly interfere with military matters, but neither can we simply stand back and watch. First of all, did you accept the professor's request? Absolutely! The question is, how do we get an audience with Her Majesty? That is indeed an issue. Ordinarily, a guild letter alone wouldn't be enough to get you in. What? Really? Oh, no way! No need to worry then!
Ordinarily. Still, I really don't think it's going to be quite that simple. No matter how you look at it, the royal guards that are supposed to be protecting the castle are being threatened, are being treated as terrorists. Do you understand what that means?
Well, I think it means that castle security won't be as tight, the queen's in danger, the letter would be crumpled up.
That's the most likely outcome, yes. Odds are that the colonel has as strong a hold on Grancel Castle as he did in Leyston Fortress.
I guess so. Still really just said, eh? Look, earlier Olivier said a star, so in other words, there's no...
He also said a heart.
Yeah. In other words, there's no way we're gonna get in touch with Her Majesty.
We could possibly sneak in, like we did at Leyston Fortress. But I doubt they'd be so foolish to fall for the same trick twice.
Well, in that case, why don't we just try going like normal and see what happens? If we play our cards right, we might get some useful information out of the gatekeeper.
Fine by me, but just one piece of advice. Keep the fact that we want to see the Queen to yourself. If Colonel Richard gets wind of it, he'll likely cause us no end of trouble.
Oh, okay. And I believe it would do good to keep this matter under wraps for the time being. We must gather more intel. Just so you know, the Royal Castle is just off Main Street, directly to the north. Go ahead and give them information you can, but use the utmost caution. You bet, Mr. Allen.
We'll let you know if we find anything. I've been un-Britished.
There are no requests. There are only 3 side quests in this whole chapter.
Wow.
One of which isn't even till after the final boss.
What?
Yeah. So, yeah, we aren't really gonna earn much mirror from side quests in this chapter, is what I'm saying.
Like there's 2 side quests. Okay.
Yeah. And honestly, the one after these side quests are very much in the way of the main story. Like, you will run into them. Hydrate. I was gonna make dinner today in place of my mom. She deserves a break.
I've been also hydrating with each hydrate.
Now
I'll
I
wash
need
out
more
the
drink.
bridge, of course. I will.
I am at a drink. Anyway. Haha! The martial arts competition! I don't know. Blah, 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 blah. I'm just kind of exploring around town a bit, too, seeing what I can find.
Even with the tournament underway, there are a few tourists here than usual. Probably because the castle's under lockdown. I mean, people come from for the tournament, but they stay for the castle. Come for the tournament, stay for the castle. Grancel. I love this song, by the way. Pretend that you enjoy beans on toast. If you pretend that you enjoy avocado toast, you'll become a millennial. Wow, so this is Grancel Castle. It's so gorgeous. I guess it's really fit for a queen.
It's not just pretty, it's also really solidly built. For instance, look at the main gate.
Yeah, I don't think getting through there would be an easy task. Which means I guess we'll have to talk to those soldiers over there.
Well, steel your nerves, and let's give it a shot. Okay, we're just country folk, you're on vacation and checking out the castle. And we just thought we'd try and get a glimpse of Her Majesty since we're here. Does that sound okay to you?
You know, you're disturbingly good at coming up with that kind of stuff. Not that it doesn't come in handy, but still.
I'll take that as a compliment. Now, okay, now smile and act natural.
No. 1 second. I want to make sure I'm not missing anything of general importance after getting to town. I don't think I am. Yeah, I got issue 8. Yeah. Yeah, okay. I'm just looking for... I'm trying to figure out when the next chapter of whatchamacallit is available. I don't think it's available for a while, though, because if I'm correct, this is the one that's, like, one of my least favorites to get.
Oh, boy.
Because, holy crap. No, that's chapter... We got chapter 8 left. No, wait, we got chapter... Yeah! Chapter 10 isn't available till... for a while, and I remember this one because it fucking sucks. Hello there. Good afternoon. Welcome to Grancel Castle. Please state your business.
Oh, we're just getting here from Roland. We're taking in the sights, you might say. We were wondering if there was any chance we might get a tour of the castle.
Ah, I get it. I'm sorry, but access to the castle has been restricted to authorized personnel only. Security's been tighter with the terrorism scare. Once the terrorists are caught, tours will probably be open up again. Really? Dang. There goes my dream of seeing the queen in real life. I don't know, I thought the why did you think the guards were cats? What? Well, not necessarily. She always just as appeal from a terrorist during the birthday celebration. You could see her then. Fair warning, though. Her Majesty's hasn't been in the best of health these days. I don't know if she'll be able to manage... I guess, yeah. Good, fair enough. I don't know if she'll be able to manage her traditional greetings. Huh?
Her Majesty is ill?
Yes. I hear it's because of stress. Or maybe from the shock of learning that the Royal Guardsmen were involved in a terrorist plot? She hasn't been the seen much lately. I believe she's resting in her private quarters. Oh. Damn the Guardsmen. How could they just turn traitor like that? Never liked those damned elitist jerks anyway. But Lieutenant Schwartz was always so kind and considerate to everyone.
You bet your ass she was.
She even taught us court etiquette and how to wield a sword. It's just hard for me to picture someone like that as a terrorist. Of course it's hard. She probably left because she felt responsible for her men's actions. Poor Lieutenant Schwartz. You don't suppose those two had a little crush on the lieutenant, do you?
Yeah, it seems so.
Anyways, yes, the castle's off limits. What kind of name is Olus? Olutz? Like, the fuck is that name? Like, the other guy's name is Dan. This man's name is Olutz.
I didn't even realize that.
Sorry, but you can't go inside. Well, I guess that's fine.
I'm just a tad bit worried. If Her Majesty is taken sick, who's to seeing her daily affairs or running the country?
Yes, it's certainly a natural enough concern. For now, there's someone acting as her proxy on paper. How does that work?
Literally. On paper. He just misspelled omelet. I can't picture someone like him ever actually making any real government decisions. Hey, watch what you say. Though I'll admit, I would never have thought he would... Though I admit, I would have thought that duty would fall to the princess. And you tell me to watch what I say. What's that? Whoops, speak of the devil. Who do you think's running the country right now?
Is it? Oh, wait. Oh,
Who's
God.
running the country?
Oh no. Oh, Freddy. Oh, God damn it.
Bah, I've never been so insulted.
No.
Tournament should have already begun, and I'm not there.
No.
Philip, why didn't you wake me sooner?
No.
This is all your fault.
God.
I'm terribly sorry, Your Grace. But I was merely trying to look after your mental well-being. For the last few days, you've been in the banquet hall, drinking and singing, consuming exclusively beer and donuts, while reading your morning comics.
Admittedly, same. What?
You drink beer and eat donuts while reading your morning comics?
If I had some in the basement.
Why would you drink beer? Beer's disgusting. Posture
Okay,
check.
well, okay, maybe not beer, but like donuts and comics. That sounds pretty good. All I have right now is the first season of Friends, and
the first and the third season of SpongeBob.
okay, good. All right, fine.
Silence, Philip! I am not in the mood to listen to your chastisement. There is a Trails character who would heavily disagree with the beer is not good, though. As a future king, I can do whatever I want. Yes, Keith, it's your favorite character.
Shut up. Look.
Time is short. Come on, we must hurry to Grand Arena. Well, I guess Charizard would probably also agree with that. Though Charizard drinks wine more than beer.
True.
By any
By any
chance,
chance was that?
we know, don't even say it.
God,
That was His Grace, the
damn
Duke,
it.
acting proxy for Her Majesty. Wow, suddenly, I fear for the entire country. Well, don't worry too much. He's a very reliable assistant.
Yes.
And it's thanks to him that we haven't had any major incidents lately.
Good. Do tell.
Colonel Richards of the Royal Army Intelligence Division. Since the Duke
Bastard.
is more of a playboy sort, the Colonel handles all the government affairs.
Oh shit.
I knew it.
They're pushing harder into the core of the kingdom than I'd expected.
So, try not to let this whole thing get you down. Grancel's got plenty of other famous places you can check out. Yeah, you're in the Royal City after all. Just go at your own pace. You're right. We will.
Thank you for your kindness. Oh my god, they're pulling a Metal Gear Solid 2.
Yep. While Duke Dunnan is leading the country, in quotes, in
I suppose,
reality...
truth be told, Solid Snake is a much better proxy leader than Duke Dunnan, but...
Well, that was informative. I can't believe that Duke is supposed to be acting on behalf of the Queen, though.
The real power is probably in the hands of Colonel Richard. What's more, no one around him has any clue that he's the one pulling all the strings. Being able to control the flow of information must be an incredibly useful tool.
You're not supposed to envy the enemy. Anyway, it looks like the Duke is going to that fighting tournament. Can we go too?
Yeah. If nothing else, we need to keep an eye on what he's up to.
That settles it then. Which way was it to the Grand Arena?
I believe it's in the East Block. So, back to the main road, then east.
Alright. Do I want to... Okay, I'm trying to think of what I want to do here, because I feel like this is as good a stopping point as any for right now. Because if we go into the Grand Arena, it's gonna be a bit before we get to another good stopping point, because we have to go through everything that's in the Grand Arena. And there's quite a bit, including a couple of matches we have to watch, and a lot we have to do story-wise.
Fair enough.
So, I'm thinking now's as good a time as any to end off. There's not much more to really explore right now in Grancel. I mean, the most I could do is go in here and see what this guy's doing. His name is Spencer. He was there. Wait, what? The Royal Guard's under magnifying glass for now with all those allegations of terrorist involvement. Sure seems like it's been going down these days. Neat. You mentioned the Sky Bandits. That's why I was like, wait, what? I guess I skipped past that dialogue too quickly. So, yeah. Next, we spent a lot of time this time doing side stuff. However, next time, that's changing. Next time, it's going to be pretty much all main story. Because we got a lot to do in the main story now. We're here in Grancel. We have our objective to reach the Queen. And we know roughly how we're going to go about that. Hopefully, we can reach the Queen, though, because seemingly things are getting far worse than we first thought. Like, things were bad. We knew things were bad, but... Oh, no. Let's see. Who we gonna raid? I see who we gonna raid tonight.
This could be going to shit. Oh boy.
But I raid someone. They're playing Genshin. They're playing the game where Noelle is best girl.
Excuse you?
You knew it was coming!
Hey, no. You shut up.
Look,
Yeah.
third best.